Welcome back to Crypto Chaos, I guess. How's it going, guys? What the hell? What is this? What is this? I am stuck in the Chaos Center. Help me, let me out, let me out. Why is it so freaking dark? Why is it so dark? How's it going, guys? How's it going? It wouldn't be another day without a little bit more chaos. Why is it so damn dark? That makes no sense. What is going on? What is going on? How's it going, guys? Good morning. Welcome, of course, to Crypto Chaos, your #1 channel for all things, of course, crypto. Where you guys come for the news and you stay for the chaos. How's it going? How's it going? Alright, well, it's going to be a dark episode, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. Alright, welcome, of course. G-Dog in the house. Easy. How's it going? Good morning, good morning. The Chaos crew. Everyone's kind of sleeping still. We were up way too damn late last night on the Patreon. Way too damn late. I think like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. We did, of course, have daylight savings time, so feeling a little bit ready to go anyway, because we got an extra hour, I believe. Did we lose an hour? I don't know. I don't know how. But anyway, I'm drinking some coffee, as black as my soul this morning. Let's go. All right, guys. More winning, of course. Winning. Yeah.
You're gonna win so much, you may even get tired of winning. So say, please, too much winning. Can't take it anymore.
I can't. I really can't. I'm so tired of it, guys. This is ridiculous. Calling it over the entire weekend, of course. Baseline bear. With the same sort of structure as per usual. I'm telling you. I'm freaking tired. So tired of winning. I've got some clips I want to show with you guys as well, as always. Got some clips from this morning. More doom, but it's fine. It's all fine. Look at the little clips I got this morning from Doomberg as we wait for the bell to open in about 6 or 7 minutes. There we go.
31 as investors sell off those treasuries, Danny.
And that all comes as President Trump trying to calm Americans about the jump in gasoline prices, writing on social media short-term oil prices, which will drop rapidly when the destruction of the Iran nuclear threat is over, is a very small price to pay for USA and world safety and peace. His Energy Secretary Chris Wright told CNN that the oil spike won't last.
We have that oil. We have the world is very well supplied with oil right now. The United States is a net oil exporter. We're a net natural gas exporter. We are suffering high prices, not in natural gas, but in oil, because it's a globally connected market. We're communicating with our allies abroad. The oil is there. You're seeing a little bit of fear premium in the marketplace, but the world is not short of oil today or natural gas.
All right, so that was the U.S. Secretary this morning. We also have another update.
MLIV Go on your Bloomberg terminal to keep up with the latest moves in markets. In terms of the latest moves in futures, we're looking still at drops of 1%. Everyone's watching the oil trade. So you can see Brent here right now trading at $102.83 a barrel. It had, as I say, jumped up to almost 120 barrels yesterday evening, and has come off on hopes that the G7 will at least give us some short-term relief with reserves release. You can see the dollar, though, continues to gain strength, and it's up 2% since this war started a week and change ago, and the 10-year yield right now at 4.16 and change. Let's get a look at some of the single stock movers, because there are some big ones. Cruise stocks down again, Norwegian and Carnival, the worst performers in the S&P since the...
All right, got another clip. There's so many clips.
Some sound from the U.S. Energy Secretary Chris Wright on yesterday's Sunday shows, and he was saying, look, this is a fear premium that's going to last a couple of weeks, but we're going to start getting ships through the Straits of Hormuz soon. He seemed pretty sanguine. Do you share his view that this could be relatively short-lived?
Well, I share his views that it could be relatively short-lived, but I'd say I would turn his remarks of a few weeks to a few months. And that's certainly the case if we look at the nitty-gritty of the oil market and the gas market in particular. So we shouldn't forget that gas prices have skyrocketed around the world because 20% of the world's available internationally derived natural gas comes from the UAE a little bit and Qatar an awful lot. And that's not going to be turned on for at least a month.
And that's all priced in dollars, by the way, so it hurts them even worse than it hurts us.
It absolutely is, yes. And on the dollar price, by the way, given what you've just talked about with the increase in the value of the dollar globally, just adds insult to injury. It just makes the inflation for the rest of the world significantly higher than it otherwise might have been. But even the oil is not going to come back like overnight. They'll be testing. They'll see what happens. And we...
Speaking of which, I got two more, Jesus.
Just feels to be a disconnect. I'm listening to you and other experts in this that are talking about the potential for this to stretch on and have very big implications. Then I look at what markets are doing. I mean, the backwardation suggests that oil prices resume something close to normal pretty relatively soon. Are we being sanguine about the risk that this could stretch on and have much higher oil prices to come?
I think we're being a little bit too sanguine. The futures curve doesn't tell you very much. It tells you that we've had a spike in the interim. It tells you that backwardation has increased. So there's just not a lot of liquidity in the market. And the fact that 10-year prices have not changed very much it doesn't tell you what's really going to happen in the next few years. So I wouldn't use that as a predictor. I'd say that's a reflection of where macro funds are placing their short-term cash.
All right, supposedly. All right, and then, yeah, we got this.
And how do you expect to see gas prices go? Because, I mean, this chart doesn't do justice to what we've seen on the price at the pump. It's the highest in either Trump term.
Yeah, so we've seen prices coming from, you know, the lower $3 range to the mid $3 range. There's been...
I don't know, man. I don't know. I saw 365 when I was driving around this weekend. Yeah, it's not great. It's not great, especially out here in the Midwest. All right, guys. That's so that's how it's going this morning. Oil is all the news. Last I heard, I didn't even mention it. Last I heard, I believe the oil fields are on fire. They're on fire. How about you? How's your day going, guys? How's your day? Are you guys on fire this morning? This coffee is, man. It's dark and black as death. As dark as my soul. How's it going, guys? Go happy joy this morning, guys. Are you guys happy? I don't think you're happy enough.
I don't think you're happy enough. I'll teach you to be happy. I'll teach your grandmother to suck eggs. I told you I'd shoot, but you didn't believe me. Why didn't you believe me? Happy, happy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy, joy.
Everyone should be a little happy this morning. I mean, Bitcoin's like coming up in the middle of chaos. Love it. Yeah, John does. So they can raise prices overnight, but it takes longer to bring the price down. How about the cost difference in the winter versus blends versus summer? Yeah. Easy. I'll say it's up to an entirely stupid fiat dollar this year. What the hell? It's up an entire stupid fiat dollar. Yep, that's right. The oil is rising, and we're gonna pay for it at the pump. That's why I dollar cost average into my gasoline purchases these days. I swear I do. It's $3.65. I'm gonna buy like $5 or $10. Come back to the pump later. Oh jeez. Happy joy. Love you guys. Of course we love you too, Joy. We love you too. Thanks for being a part of the show. Easy says, yeah. Up an entire stupid dollar. All right, guys. So yeah, we had about 1 minute, and they're gonna, of course, be ringing the bell over there on Doomberg. So we're gonna wait for that. The Dixie is coming up, surprisingly though, 99.3. That was some of the highest levels we saw last week. It is coming down now. It looks like it is getting a little bit of a drop. That's not too bad. The highest we saw last week was 99.5. 9.5. And actually no, this morning the pre-market. Whoa. Actually, over the weekend, yeah, 99.7. Holy shit. Was it 99.8 on that peak? Oh my god. No, 99.7. But that's crazy. That's crazy, though. I haven't seen the Dixie that high in probably like almost a year. This is 99.3. Where the hell is the date on this? Jesus, terrible. This was the beginning of the year in January. And then the last 3 years, we saw it at 99 or 100 at around the end of last year in what was it, November? But it's been steady down and to the right. I really want it to continue, but as of right now, it looks like it's coming back up. This could create a little bit of a breakout if it does get as high as 103, 104. I just don't see it, man. I just don't see it. I don't feel it, but I see it. I see it. 68.8 this morning right now, about $200 away from 69K. Order books say we have the ability to get there, but we're going to hit some resistance at 69,000. All right, guys, let's get over the Doomberg. They're going to ring the bell. They're going to ring that damn bell. There we go.
Barrel at one point. You have America 250 ringing the opening bell at the New York Stock Exchange. Rosie Rios there apparently ringing the bell, which is pretty awesome. Not exactly sure why, but I think it's for our anniversary coming up on the 4th of July. Avenue Point ringing the bell at the NASDAQ market site. They have had a relatively difficult start to 2026 with the stock down 20%. Of course, it's a down day for a lot of stocks. And Danny Berger, what do we see in terms of the major movers?
Well, just looking at what NVIDIA does, as we do every day, just because it is the largest stock, just as a barometer of where broader markets are, and it's really not off a lot, as you pointed out, Matt. Broader markets aren't down more than 1%. NVIDIA down 0.6%. There does just seem to be a disconnect between what the experts like Ed Morris are saying and how this market is behaving. American Airlines, though, the airlines in general, that S&P industry is in a bear market, down 22% from their high last month. American falls 4.4% at the open. Occidental, it's not doing as well as we saw in the pre-market trade. Those shares up just only 0.4%, but it has been, Matt, the energy stocks and the defense stocks that have been one of the few sectors in the green.
All right, I'm looking at just cross-asset. You got to keep your eye on oil. I don't know how many times I checked the price in yesterday's session as the Asian trade began. It was pretty shocking. The hedge fund dad's carpool was losing its collective mind. Right now we're looking at just $100 and change for a barrel of Brent crude. So a gain of only 8.8%. It looks so tame compared to what we saw last night. S&P 500 right now, the cash trade down at 66.83. The Bloomberg U.S. dollar index up another 0.1%. It's up 2% since the war started a week and 2 days ago, and that makes it obviously worse for everyone else around the world. The 10-year yield is still up, but only now 1 basis point to 4.15. So investors continue to sell treasuries, but not at the level that they had earlier on inflation fears. A trio of market heavyweights are weighing in on the Iran war impact on stocks. Ed Yardeni says the probability of a U.S. market meltdown this year is now 35%. That's up from 20% previously. Goldman Sachs' Ben Snyder sees a meaningful threat to S&P 500 earnings from sustained higher oil prices, and Morgan Stanley's Mike Wilson is staying positive on U.S. stocks over a 6 to 12-month period. Joining us now is Principal Chief Global Strategist Seema Shah. And Seema, what's your take on the effects of this war on the U.S. stock market?
Hi, Matt. Yeah, well, look, I think what's been interesting is I think there's a fair amount of complacency within the market, as you've been saying. It seems quite disconnected with fundamentals. And I think what's interesting is that if you look back to a week ago when people were talking through their scenarios, their severe scenario was essentially oil prices above $100 a barrel. Now that's where we are today, but the severe scenario has actually shifted, and I'm seeing a lot of estimates of like $150 to $200 a barrel. So to me, that suggests that there should have been more of a deterioration in the market, given that those scenarios are shifting. But at the same time, I think one of the reasons that you're not seeing such a big market reaction is there's still that assumption that this is going to be fairly short-lived. And we know from experience that as soon as it starts to turn around, then you could see a pretty quick correction in oil prices, with asset prices moving in conjunction the opposite direction.
It's a market that's been primed to buy the dip, Seema, and overlook any of these big existential risks. I said this just moments ago, but it truly is the thing concerning me, that you listen to experts, people who are actually geopolitical analysts, saying this thing is bad, the Strait of Hormuz could be shut off for a month or more, and this will be long-lasting. Meanwhile, the macro tourists are saying, we're not too worried, this is going to be short-lived, there'll be some sort of backing off, whether it's a Trump taco or Iran. Seema,
A lot of smart money saying that right now. Even Kathy Wood was saying that over the weekend in her latest update with, of course, her ARC podcast. But anyway, yeah. I don't know. I feel like we're disconnected. We're definitely disconnected, especially when it comes to the price of Bitcoin this morning. 69K, a blink away. Blink away this morning. Crazy times we're living in. We're just hodling on. We're just hodling on. We didn't even come down to test the bottom of the channel. We did, of course, follow our baseline bear target pretty much right down the middle. I'm not surprised, as usual, through the entire weekend. Who else can do this crap, guys? I don't know. You show me. You show me. I'm still waiting. I'm tired of winning. So tired of winning. All right. Let's get back to it. I do have to look at some of the headlines this morning. Some of the other outlets talking as well. Let's take a look real quick at CNBC and then get into some of the headlines on the news. What's CNBC talking about? Probably oil. There it is. Oh, they're talking about Oracle.
Right. You got to have access to capital. That's why I say like to have a partner. Really like to have a partner.
Now, software was able to make some headway last week.
Look, I think that there are a lot of people. Gil Laurie this morning says that these stocks have come too far. Too far down.
Too far down.
Well,
so last week's bounce notwithstanding.
Well, the one that's moving is the one that you've got to say maybe it doesn't belong there, which is Bill McDermott and ServiceNow. Because when you make a huge commitment to buy stock, you stop your sell program, you are buying back stock, you have a good AI program, it's very tough to say that ServiceNow is in trouble. They're not in trouble. They're doing well. What's in trouble, I think.
All right. Well, it's good to hear that, stocks are going up for at least the SaaS apocalypse. Could be over. Let's get back over to, the headlines. As stocks, started to unwind from the oil trade. Oil surges above $100 a barrel as Gulf states cut back production. WTI nearly touched $120 a barrel at the high. That's insanity. GOP whip Tom Emmer predicts oil prices will drop after the Iran war is over. It's been a while since we heard from Tom Emmer. I do miss him. Sky is the limit. Analysts warn oil prices could surge further. We used to hear from Tom Emmer all the time. You guys are new to crypto. When he was at war with Gary Gensler in 2023, 2024. He was he was a warrior, a crypto warrior for us a long time ago. South Korea to impose a fuel price cap for the first time in 30 years. What else we got here? Him and her share surge 50% after Novo Nordisk drops case over compounding weight loss drugs. Jeez. Congressional Democrats demand reversal of Russian oil sales in India as energy prices soars. Dow Jones tumble 500 points as oil tops $100 a barrel. Crypto didn't, man. We got no love here. No love, like crypto hodls into the dawn. Nothing. Okay, of course not. They don't want to, of course, put us on a pedestal in any capacity this morning. Here's Monday's biggest analyst calls. We got Nvidia and all the other yes. Nvidia it looks like Microsoft adds a higher priced Office tier with Copilot as it tries to juice sales up with AI. Good luck. Amazon's doing the same thing right now with mandatory purchase of their Alexa Plus, right? What's this? Iran's strategic oil island thrust into the spotlight as Middle East conflict escalates. Jim Cramer's top 10 things, blah, blah, blah. JP Morgan trading desk turns bearish, sees no off-ramp in sight to Iran conflict. That's a nice piece of news coming from JP Morgan. More chaos and more doom. U.S. orders staff to leave Saudi Arabia as war spreads. Iran rolls out immediate ceasefire. As of 3 hours ago. Man, we have a lot of updates this morning. I guess we can take a look at some of these a little closer. What else is going on? You can buy gold on Amazon. But should you? Probably not. Definitely don't buy it on Temu either.
What are you, stupid?
There's people out there that are doing it. All right, investors may be contemplating about mounting risks with the S&P 500 less than 4% off the highs. All right, I'm already over it. Let's take a look and see what the headlines we have this morning on the oil. GOP whip, Tom Emmer predicts oil prices will drop after Iran war ceases. House Majority whip, Tom Emmer, Republican from Minnesota, predicted all oil prices will tumble once the U.S. operation in Iran is complete. All oil prices spiked on Monday as some countries in the Middle East cut oil production amid the war. President Donald Trump similarly claimed the oil price would be short-term in the post on Truth Social on Sunday. We got a little bit of that this morning. If you guys are just joining with us, we are going through all of the oil scares this morning. JP Morgan trading desk turns bearish, sees no off-ramp in sight for Iran conflict. And that one, I guess, is a pro. So that's all we're going to get from that headline there. U.S. orders staff to leave Saudi Arabia as war spreads. Iran rolls out immediate ceasefire. This one came out 3 hours ago. U.S. government ordered a non-essential diplomats to leave Saudi Arabia as the conflict broadened across the Middle East. Iran named Mojtaba, I can't pronounce it. Mojtaba, I can't. Khamenei, whatever, of course, the Supreme Leader's son, as the new Supreme Leader. A choice of the former CIA director has labeled as unfortunate. Apparently, he's even more warmongering than his father, according to the news and, of course, the American propaganda machine. Oil prices spiked above $110 a barrel before pairing gains. It's actually up to 120 now. This one, of course, is about 3 hours old. All right. So that's what we got this morning coming from CNBC. Fox Business this morning. Crude oil prices exceed $100. Same sort of stuff over here. Probably not going to get anything more fun other than just the normie nonsense over on Fox. So we normally see gas prices climb nationwide as Iran conflict rattles global oil markets. All right, I'm already over it. U.S. airline says no headphones, no seat under the update refusal policy. Oh my God, this stupid normie stuff on Fox Business. How are you supposed to make money on that? That's what's it? Who has that commercial out now? It's like you can make money on that. You can make money on that. How do you make money on U.S. Airlines? It says no headphones. What the hell? I don't know. This is dumb. All right. Let's continue on. Let's see what all the market is handing out. We're looking at fear and greed this morning on crypto and stocks. Right now, it looks like the stock market is sitting in extreme fear. It's been a long time. Since the stock market's been to extreme fear. I think since, I had to really think back. Holy crap. What was the last time it was in extreme fear? A year ago? Is that right? Is that right? A year ago, guys. That's insane. Okay. All right. Well, but not that far away from crypto fear and greed, though, because we were just there last week. Let's see if we're still there. I'm sure we are. Last week we did end up at like a high of 18. I think we ended the week in like 15 or something like that. 16. Let's see where we are right now. Looking at 8. Yes, back to extreme fear and 8. Let's go. Let's set it down to lowest 5. 589, 589. Those of course have been the most bearish we've ever been. And here we are, guys. We're actually coming up. Another extreme fear day. Love it. Let's take a look and see how the Dixie's doing. Obviously, the Dixie's still coming up this morning. Little weakness this morning, though. I'm not sure what this is coming off the back of. The conflict that's going on right now. Maybe I don't know. Maybe we're retreating. I don't know. Maybe because the Supreme Leader was just named. Right, that's probably why we're coming down a little bit there, off of a high of a 99.65 over the weekend. Let's take a look and see what is the opportunities you guys may be missing if you're not paying attention, of course, to our space right now in the top 100. Top movers on the day so far: Siren in the top 100 now, up 23% on the day. Tau, Bitensor is up 11% this morning. Picoin still moving. I don't know why. This thing should be dead. It should be dead. People should have gotten over this a long time ago. Still down 84% on the year though. But Picoin's up another 6% on the day. Looking at the weekly, looking for opportunities of 15 or 20% for of course DC opportunity. And there's hardly anything. Say is down surprisingly 10% on the week. And that's a runner-up, but doesn't fit into our criteria. With only stable coin and barely Trump coin. Even oversold right now on the weekly. Guys, there's hardly anything oversold anymore. Almost every day. Now we're looking at the monthly. You guys see anything? Usually we're looking at coins that are down 20, 30, 40, 50, 60% on the month. There's not a single opportunity right now fitting into my minimum 30% oversold criteria. Nothing. Say is down 19%, the most oversold thing right now. Say, you know the last time I actually DCA'd my Say bag? It's been a minute. That might be where I go now. It's only down 71% of the year. Obviously, there's more coins that are more oversold right now than this. We did get IP Story, did lose the top 100 this weekend. If you guys didn't catch up on that. Again, there's no opportunities in the top 100 right now. I'm calling it. You have to go back to the last 3 months. And I'd be looking at something here that's, I don't know, 50, 60. There's nothing even 50% off on the 3 months. Guys, we are grinding to a halt. There is no money to take out anymore. There's hardly anything leaving our space. It's done, sir. It's done. 2.17 could have been the bottom on crypto market cap. Let's take a look at the top 200. I gotta do that. I gotta get into IP, and IP just of course moved down more. Is it still in the top 200 now? Wow, it might have lost the top 200 as well. Breaking new all-time lows in the last few days on a massive sell-off. It's probably in the top 300 now. Is it? I don't even see it anywhere. That's weird. On the day, I should start to see it somewhere. Did we lose that much ground? Let me go back. IP Store 115. Yeah, so it's in the top 200 right now. It's not showing up here at all. I'm gonna have to wait for Bubbles to update maybe a day or two. Oh, there it is. Down 1.5% this morning. 1.5%. So you guys missing out on this thing. It's been oversold to hell and back. So right now it's sitting at a new low of 78 cents. 78 cents this morning. Got as low as 77. We were talking about on the Patreon just last night. All right, and we're looking at the top 200 here for any sort of other big movers to the downside. River and VVV, of course, Venice down 12% and River's down 13. The biggest movers on the day of the top 200. Looking for 15s and 20s. Pippin's the only thing that people keep throwing money back and forth in. Lighter. Of course, a lot of influencers on YouTube have been showing that one for a while. So that one's also been, of course, back and forth with the liquidity on Lighter. Other than that, that's it. A runner-up would be FON. And there's nothing oversold right now that's even down 15%, except for Pippin and Lighter. Looking at the monthly. We're looking at 30s and 40s. Lighter, IP Story, Optimism, Golem, and that's it. That's it. You got those three picks right there, guys, that are most oversold right now on the monthly. You got to go back to the 3 months and look for the most oversold thing, but I'm telling you, everything's grinding to a halt. IP still the most oversold asset right now in the top 200 assets. Top 200 total. 100, 200? Yeah, all the way down. I want to take a look, just a brief look at the top 300 because I'm getting really bored now. It's telling you guys there's no opportunities in the top 200 anymore. You got to go farther out. Jelly is down 20% on the day. Let me get some of that. Jelly my jelly. Ridiculous. UAI, Unif AI Network. Never heard of her. Down 33% on the day. Looking at the monthly here, looking for anything that's oversold. 30-40%. Maybe some 50s in there. Nope. We got Ohm, which is of course Mantra. That is it. That used to be, of course, in the top 100. Now it's in the top 300. I think they had a merger, man, or a new coin or something, because that chart makes no sense. We saw 2 coins at one day on the same chart. Yeah. I don't know what the hell's going on with Mantra anymore. All right, guys. So that's it. There's not a single damn thing right now that is, probably a big DC opportunity like we saw at the beginning of the last month in February. Those opportunities are all gone. Get in while you can. Don't bet the farm. Just keep DCAing while we're at the bottom. Wait for confirmation and make some money on the way up. That's what we're doing over on the Patreon, guys. If you're part of the Patreon, you know what I'm talking about. In the last 2 weeks, we've been killing it with some of our major picks. Right now, we're in a few trades. Actually, a long list of trades. I can't go, of course, go into details here, but if you guys want to find out more, you can join us over on the Patreon. We've had 6 coins pop off in the last 2 weeks. Making you 50% or more on those trades. Some of them 70 to 200%. Insane. So yeah, join of course the Chaos crew and hang out with the crew. It's only $15 a month, guys. It's less than a cup of I don't know, less than a glass of wine at Olive Garden. I don't freaking know.
What are you, stupid?
Less than a date with your mom for sure. 69K finally breaking back out. Let's go. And yeah, we're all just, feeling the doom, man. We're feeling the doom here in crypto land. Yeah, not really. Not really this morning. Let's take a look back and see what Doomberg's talking about. Get some more Doom. I need some more Doom.
So it's a pretty cool combo. But to get back to the original question, I mean, it's all hands on deck, right? We're changing the paradigm about the speed with which you can build systems. We're changing the permitting infrastructure. We're about to see, I think, a new wave of regulatory modernization reform that's only going to further accelerate that. And we just saw a big regulatory milestone for the industry last week. So it's a new world for nuclear. And the old models of it taking a really long time and being really expensive, I mean, those are breaking. And we're all working to sort of throw those out, if that makes sense.
I just can't wait until cars just like spontaneously combust in front of me in the street. I can't wait. Jeez. Let's take a look and see what's going on with CNBC. What are they talking about? Anything exciting? They're on break. And what time is it? Nice. About 10 minutes away from 10. Let's get into crypto news a little early and see if the bomb drops on Bitcoin at 10 a.m. like we normally used to see. Let's take a look and see what's going on with Cointelegraph first. And I want to catch up with you guys in the chat as well. All right, what's going on with you guys in the chat? Good morning, John Doe. It's a lawnmower tax. Lawnmower tax. I guess so, actually. You're going to go right into spring, and you're going to start filling up your lawnmower with gasoline, and guess what? You're going to pay a lot more for that, too. Backhorse Anonymous, yes. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Strawberry Dragon's also here, our favorite flavor of dragon. How you doing, Strawberry? We love you. And I'm all hyped up on coffee, man. This is my second coffee this year. Third coffee this year. I've been cutting it out. Neb's also here. Bought some BitTo this morning. Nice to hear that, Nebs. Nice to hear that. As Bitcoin returns back to 69K. Could of course come back down to the trend line. I've actually been really proud of Bitcoin. Really proud. We haven't even come down to touch the trend line, man. I was hoping to at least get down here a little bit this weekend, but we didn't on our baseline bear tear, of course, call from the weekend. But yeah, the overall trend's still holding from 2.5. And yeah, this is what we're looking at. Boom. It's still up and to the right. On the 1 hour chart, I mean, it looks pretty good to me. And of course, we all have to thank the warm moon. Yes, guys, don't forget to thank the warm moon. Did you guys thank the warm moon this morning? I don't think you did. The warm moon for this price action. Total chaos, guys. Total chaos on this leg up. Hopefully, we do get back into the 70K area. We really got to get this thing moving, man. Where's my second? Yeah, we should be something like right here now. Oh, we are kind of getting up in there. That was my plan. It was to build up, of course, another leg up here, and then build our level of support, which is, of course, getting higher and higher lows almost every single day. Hopefully, we continue the trend. Let's take a look at the overall order books real quick and see how we're doing. 69K was just broken, of course, so that was the biggest line of defense for the bears we had this morning. If you guys haven't already checked it out, Kimba on YouTube will bring you the live heat map for Bitcoin for free on YouTube. Don't pay for what you get for free. Of course, you can pay for heat map, book map. You can pay for that, but we don't do that here because we don't like getting nickel and dime to death in society.
What are you, stupid?
I'm so tired of getting paid for every damn little thing in my life. All right, right, Alexa. Bitch, making me pay for you now. All right, yes, 68.9K came in hot this morning. Next level of support we are building. Look at this. This is actually really sexy this morning. On all this fear of the oil in the Middle East. All right, let's zoom on in. I'll show you what I'm looking at. Boom. Look at that. Total tight price action broke out finally this morning, and we're moving on up into the right. Smashing through more and more resistance as we go and keep continuing to build our bottoms. And now there's still a way more, of course, below us than there is above us in a very bullish outlook for Bitcoin here in the short term within the past few weeks. This is pretty much the middle, from the middle of February to where we are now. So still in an upward trajectory, like I told you guys with the overall trend on Bitcoin. A nice clean bounce off of 66K, 67K. I think it was 66.5, 66, probably 666. It's always 666 off that this weekend. And we are continuing to move up to 70K. We're going to see most of that sell pressure happen around that 70K area. Although we did wipe it all out last week. So 74 is where we're going to see the most resistance moving on ahead. Overall volume right now this morning, we're looking at 16.5 against 15.9 for Bulls versus the Bears. A little bit of a head start for the Bulls, and it's only Monday, guys. It's only Monday. Only $500 million ahead of the Bears. So I wouldn't expect a moon today. Obviously, false move Monday. Probably a return and retracement back down to that 66.6 or 60, even 65. Man, we can maintain that bull trend even if we come all the way back down to 64.5. I mean, look at that, 64.5. So I'm not really worried at all right now. We'll see how Tuesday, Wednesday ends up going for us. But as of right now, Bitcoin's having a good time. Some of our movers here, yeah, things are still moving. Jazzby's up almost 10%. Holy crap. For the last 24 hours. Everything else is just kind of up or 2 or 3, 4% right now in the as the market just opened in the last 2 days. So yeah,
just chill out.
Yeah, just chill out.
You know, drink a 7-Up, eat a moon pie,
Yeah.
quit murdering people.
Yeah, don't do that. All right, let's take a look and see what else is going on. So, right now on the day, the average is up about 2% right now in the top 100. Not too bad, not too bad. Let's get back over to crypto news. We're 5 minutes until we normally get into it. Let's just get into it now. 69K at 10 a.m. on a Monday. Let's go. Let's see what we have from CoinDesk this morning first. Why not? Tom Lee, mini crypto winter nearly over, says Tom Lee. As Bitmine ramps up pace for another Ethereum acquisition. How about Michael Saylor? Did he buy any crypto or Bitcoin this weekend? Probably. He always does. He was ramping up to buy another like 3,000 or 4,000. Let's see, how much did he buy? He bought another. Whoa! What the hell? Almost 18,000 Bitcoin. 18,000 Bitcoin, guys. That's insanity. You guys buying the dip? I'm still buying 10,000 Satoshis a day. Rain or shine. But he's buying almost 20,000 Bitcoin this morning, announcing it. $1.28 billion at $70,946 per Bitcoin on that average. As of 3/8/2026, we now hodl 738,000 Bitcoin. They're almost getting close to BlackRock's holdings now, assets under management. Let's go back over there real quick and see how much are they up against BlackRock. That's insane, man. That's insane. Come on, man. My mouse scroll is like just not having it this morning. Okay. So as of this morning, BlackRock is holding. Come on, get back up there. Damn it. Damn you. You're gonna fight with me. 768,000. Okay, they come up a bit now too. About 15,000 since last week. Of course, assets under management for BlackRock, IBIT. But holy crap, strategy is about ready to pass them up. If they continue this amount of buying, as we are sitting down in these lows, they know, man. They know that the reversal is coming. That's why MicroStrategy continues to buy more and more and more. All right. So yeah, insane. Of course, breaking news this morning. Michael Saylor buys another 18,000 Bitcoin. All right, what else we got with Tom Lee? So yeah, he also wants to purchase more as well. Company now holds more than 4.5 million Ethereum, worth over $9 billion, though it's sitting at a loss of nearly $8 billion. Tom Lee, of course, saying that shouting from the rooftops and says, guys, prices are at the late stages of a mini crypto winter, and it's slightly increasing its buying as the market signals just a potential bottom. And I keep telling you guys every single morning when I'm looking at all the opportunities, pretty much completely gone off the market, off the table since the beginning of this year. We're at the bottom. It's very, very clear to me. The bottom is pretty much here. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? You really want to see that $58,000 for, like, I was talking to someone last night about that. I said, everyone's calling for 58K on Bitcoin. Usually when everyone says the same damn thing, we never get it. We never ever see it. Going back to 2023, I remember when everyone was calling the bottom on Bitcoin. We were sitting at 15, 16,000. And everyone's like, oh, no, we can go back down to 12 or 13. Oh, no, we can do it. Some of the biggest influencers on the market were saying that back in 2022, 2023. And guess what? We never did it. Same thing with Bitcoin up to 100K. We hit 69,000. 69,420. And we never hit that 100K. Same thing with last cycle, right? 6,000. That's all we got. Everyone was calling for 200, 225,000. We never got it. Everyone, of course, looks at the same number, and psychology, of course, shows us that we're never going to get there. Unless we have a black swan event, we're not going there. That is it. That is it. Finite. And even if we were, I was, again, explaining to someone this over the Patreon as well last night, that even if we did, these are hourly candles. Bitcoin was only down there at 60K for an hour. I think it was a total of 3 wicks at 30-minute on the 30-minute. So an hour and a half with them at the most, and even on that very, very low, if you didn't have your orders already set in at that price and they actually got filled, you didn't even see it. You didn't even see it. One solid wick down at 30-minute on the 30-minute. Majority of that move happened at 61.2, 61.3. So you didn't get it. Either way, no one I know bought that dip. Nobody bought Bitcoin at 60K. Majority of people actually were buying it still around that $63,000 point, which we did touch a little bit of that earlier this month, right? But again, it was very, very short-lived. 65K. Then we had this little weakness down here, which took us out a little bit there. We were down here for the longest time, the longest amount of time, when you're looking at these cheap prices, right? And even this right here was only about 6 hours. And everyone's so excited about 58K. Even if we go down there, guys, the likelihood of us going down there for an extended period of time, like more than 3 hours, more than 25 minutes, is very, very slim to none. Very slim to none. All right, so that's where I am right now in the overall market. I feel like we're cleaning up. We're cleaning up shop. If the Iran thing continues, maybe we can see a little bit more extended weakness, grind down to the bottom here, lose a little bit of support, whatever you call it. But for us to get back down there, we're going to need to see some sort of nuclear, some sort of instability in the global trade, more tariffs. I don't know, something big. We need something bigger than what we're looking at right now. All right. So anyway, 69,000 on Bitcoin, still within reach, $2 away. What else are we looking at? So that's what's going on this morning. The breaking news from CoinDesk. Tom Lee. We can get into a little bit more and break down what Tom Lee had to say on that. But for the most part, I think we've already pretty much exhausted what he has to say. Bitmine Immersion Technologies, the largest Ethereum-focused firm, purchased another 60,000 Ethereum through last week, increasing the pace of their accumulation. And the firm bets crypto prices are nearing the end of what he calls the mini winter. The mini bear market is what I've been calling it. The mini bear market. We continue to believe that crypto prices are in the late final stages of the mini crypto winter, Lee said in a statement. As the adage goes, nobody rings the bell at the bottom, he said. Therefore, Bitmine's strategy is to slightly increase its pace of Ethereum accumulation. Guys have been buying Bitcoin every single day. The firm said it now earns $174 million in annual revenue from staking more than 3 million of its Ethereum token holdings, which should grow to $259 million once all the tokens are unlocked to earn a yield. All right, and they're talking about Pudgy Penguins. I guess they rolled that into Pudgy Penguins for a little bit of shill there. All right, let's see what else we have this morning. Let's jump into Cointelegraph. I'm going to go back into doom scrolling here in a minute. 69.2 on the breakout right now. Bam, bam, climbing back up. Hopefully we continue. I'm still not convinced we're going to keep that leg up just quite yet. So still looking at this on our traditional parallel channel since 2525. All right, 69,200 breaking out already this morning. Potential return to 70K inbound in the backs of all this crazy nonsense in the world. Oil retreats from 25% surge as G7 waits on emergency reserve release. Looks like this just came out this morning. Bitcoin rebounded from 65.7 to nearly 68K, now 69,000 as the oil pulled back from its 25% Sunday spike above $117 a barrel. Oil prices just pulled back sharply early Monday after reports that group of G7 finance ministers planned an emergency call to discuss a coordinated release of the strategic crude reserves, giving markets a possible policy through the war-driven supply shock. The Financial Times reported that G7 finance ministers plan to do an emergency call to discuss a possible coordinated release of 300 million to 400 million barrels from strategic oil reserves to calm the markets after the war-driven spike in crude prices. Didn't we just get like 80 million or more barrels from Venezuela here in America as well. Like, this shouldn't matter to us at all. But obviously, the world stage is going to dictate, of course, the price. And we don't even have the petrodollar anymore. We keep saying, I keep hearing people on the news say, "Oh yeah, everything's still priced in dollars." I'm like, I don't think so. I think we lost that like 3 years ago, my dude. The G7 countries consist of Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, United Kingdom, and the United States, with the European Union as a non-enumerated number. On hyperliquid, crude oil rose 25% as high as at $717 overnight, falling to about 15%, roughly $100 after the G7 reports emerged. So a little bit of, I guess, softening in the morning more open. All right, what else we got? Banks will run real-world assets on 2 blockchain rails, says Redstone co-founder. Why everyone gotta have a stone in their name? Redstone co-founder Marcin, how do you pronounce that? I'm not even gonna try.
What are you, stupid?
Marcin K says that banks are splitting our real-world assets infrastructure between private networks like Canton and public chains such as Ethereum. So there you go. Canton and Ethereum. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. Place your bets. What else we got from Cointelegraph this morning? I lost it. There we go. I'm going to do a couple more, then we're going to get back into TradFi and catch up with you guys in the chat. Bitcoiners celebrate as network produces its 20 millionth coin. It happened, yes. It happened this week, guys. Let's go. Let's go. There's now only officially 1 million Bitcoin remaining to mine. For all eternity. All eternity. Next 100+ years, of course. We'll never actually get to that final Bitcoin. The digital money system, transparent, predictable, and ultimately scarce supply, has rising appeal in today's economy due to the fiat currency tail risks. This is coming from Grayscale. The Bitcoin network has just reached its 20 millionth mined coins, leaving just 1 million remaining to be mined over the next century. The market is about to experience something new, a global asset with almost no supply left. No supply left. Energy Co. Managing Partner David Ng said on an X post on Sunday. Don't forget, we also have the halving in 2 years. Less than 2 years. Actually 2 years from next month, technically. 2 years from next month. On average, about 452 Bitcoin are mined each day. At the current rates, the rate halves roughly every 4 years. The result of Bitcoin halving, with just 1 million Bitcoin supply is left. The last Bitcoin is set to be mined in 2140. Bitcoin's finance supply offers predictable rules. Bitcoin mining company Electron Energy CEO Raphael Zaghari told Cointelegraph the level of clarity on Bitcoin's supply is unprecedented. The issuance schedule is transparent decades into the future. Humans value predictable rules, especially when it comes to the money. Yes, and we're on our 4th halving, I believe, and there's going to be 32 or 34. We're still early, guys. We're still early. You can't, seriously. And if you didn't see this little piece I put out last week, because we cover this every single night. That's right, every single night. We never skip a beat. We never miss it. Oh my God, no. Okay, I thought it was broken this morning. We just broke another new record for the lowest amount on exchanges just last week. I was so excited, guys. I was so excited. Of course, we're sitting at 2.43 as of this morning. Again, the lowest we've ever been on exchanges, regardless of price action. It does not matter what you're looking at, guys. Demand, of course, will be back, and of course, price will have to come back and meet demand. The miners right now are about an average of, I would say like $4,000 to $5,000 undervalued right now for the cost of mining a Bitcoin. All right, it has to come up to, of course, meet the demand. All right, let's continue on. Happy, of course. 20 millionth Bitcoin day. All right, what else we got here? Anything else? Banks will run. We already talked about Canton and Ethereum there. Strategy buys 1.3 billion in Bitcoin. Yes, now topping, getting closer to that 750,000 target. And of course, their million. And I cannot believe they're actually going to make it to a million. Guys, no one thought that they were actually going to be able to pull that off. They're already 3/4 of the way there. It's insanity. They shouldn't be able to. That's how oversold we have been. Bybit doubles down on Middle East operations amid regional tensions. Okay, I think we're pretty much exhausting Cointelegraph this morning. Let's get back over to doom scrolling. But before I do, I'm going to catch up with you guys in the chat. All right. Robbie Scott's here this morning. How you doing? I may have had too many drinks last night and placed a 30x leverage on long on Bitcoin. Now it's over 100% in profit. Nice. Let's freaking go. Let's go. Nebs also said he bought some Bitto, and John Doe says looks like somebody's got a case of the Mondays. Yeah, nice office space reference there. Looks like Illuminal, thank you so much. My audio is way too low. I see that now. Thank you very much for pointing that out. I appreciate it. Fix that one on the fly. Yeah, and it still looks low even with that change there. I don't know, my settings this morning, I reset my computer and my camera's too dark, my volume's too low. I'm not sure. Sometimes I just wake up and it's jank. All right, that's as high as I can get it right now. I'll have to mess with that after I'm done with the live. 68.8 coming back down this morning. We just hit 1010 this morning. So of course we're getting a little bit of a retracement right now. Will it hold? Of course, right down the center of our parallel channel right now on Bitcoin. 69K was the most resistance we did have on the order books. So again, probably going to come back for a little bit, maybe a retest to 67.5 coming in here soon. But for the most part, it's a Monday, guys. False move Monday happens all the time. All right, let's get back to it. Doom scrolling. And actually, before doom scrolling, we got to get back over to, one more run through track.
But given that all the discussion about oil and how much of a premium it has priced, but the fact that it still remains below some of the key thresholds that we saw years prior, there's a lot of room for the market to price that. And the clear beneficiaries of that, at least in the immediate aftermath, is, of course, all of these energy shares, Chevron being one of them.
And Chevron, I'm looking at the 30 Dow stocks right now.
All right. Oil. What am I surprised? I'm not surprised at all. Everyone's talking about oil. Everyone. Okay. Stocks tumble as oil surges. Okay. Bitcoin stabilizes. Okay, that's weird. All right, whatever. All right. Well, let's get into doom scrolling. Guys, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe here on YouTube. Don't forget the buttons. Of course, guys, get the buttons. I would appreciate it. We don't have Jake the Snake here this morning yet to remind me. All right, here we go. Getting some doom scrolling going this morning. I did share this. Is it here? I think I just shared it with my Patreon. Here you go. Buy the dip today so you can enjoy the view like this a year from now. What the hell? And of course, more propaganda from the war machine from the United States. If you guys didn't see this last week. Go again. That right there is coming officially from the White House. They're on a meme, a meme spree. This morning, as of let's do some doom scrolling as of this morning. Giving people agentic AI be like Elon Musk sending monkeys to the snow. I don't know what the hell he's doing. Michael Seller says the second century begins, and of course he just purchased a ridiculous amount of Bitcoin this morning, about 20,000 coins. China comes in. The scientists put human brain cells on a chip in a lab. No consciousness, just neurons. The surprise: about 800,000 neurons learn to play Doom in less than a week. Can your brain cells play Doom alone in a petri dish? We'll just throw that onto a chip. Yes, they can. New approximately 2 to 3 hours. The 20. Oh my gosh. A 20 millionth Bitcoin will be mined. This is a historic day. Huzzah! Of course, that just happened within the last hour. We just mined the 20th millionth Bitcoin. Don't forget to get yours. Again, a piece of the pie before it's all gone. That might be why we're up today too. Someone just open source software that sees you through walls using only Wi-Fi. Yeah, I think I've seen this before. They've been able to do this for a long time. A lot of the secret government agencies. I'm not going to go into it. Life. If I understood stocks and crypto. What the hell? If I never understood stocks and crypto. Looks like a very peaceful life. Tom Lee comes out and says, congrats to Bitmine. 60K Ethereum accumulation. $1.2 billion in cash. But you're down about 8 or 9 billion, my guy. I'm sure the comments are going to reflect that. All right. What else we got? Crypto Bros right now. Yep, that's your stake. All AI agents won't use banks. Pandora Capital, Dan Moorhead. It's been a while since we heard from Dan Moorhead, actually. I used to make fun of him all the time. The next wave of crypto demand may come from AI agents, not humans. His arguments are simple. AI systems can't walk into a bank and open an account if they're going to transact, paying for data on the cloud. I actually had a conversation with a friend this weekend about this stuff. He was saying about how I was telling him about how Kraken and Crypto.com applied to, and I got approved to be a bank, a digital bank. They're like, oh, they're gonna have storefronts soon. I'm like, no, I don't think so. I think we're gonna slowly see the boomers die off, and we're not. Like, he's like, oh, we're gonna get rid of the post office. I'm like, not until the boomers are all gone, man. You can't change the way they live. You can't change the way they live. They gotta all be gone first. All right. So anyway, I don't think we're gonna ever see like physical locations, except for maybe an HQ. We might be able to get some help if you walk into an HQ, maybe, but not like little pop-ups of Coinbase or Crypto.com everywhere like you do with these other banks.
And you also said you don't know whether OpenAI, Anthropic, or xAI will win the AI race, but you're certain they'll use crypto. How might that look like in practice?
Yeah, I think that's a super important point that AI agents aren't going to go down the street to a ionic column marble bank and get a normal bank account and transact in paper money. They have to use electronic money. As AI agents become more impactful, they have to use blockchain assets, and that will just increase the demand for blockchain assets.
All right, there's a clip there from Dan Moorhead. Again, the man knows what he wants. He knows what he likes. He knows what he likes, just like our friend Cliff in the chat. Jeez. Interstellar breaking Ross Coulthart exposes a secret U.S. portal guarded facility where interdimensional beings and UFOs emerge and trespassers get killed. Oh man, this stuff always ends up in my feed now. Because we do Tinfoil Hat Tuesdays tomorrow. Of course, going back to Tinfoil Hat Tuesday again. U.S. Israel have started attacking Iran's oil tankers in the Persian Gulf. Yeah, we had that happen. That started last night, or maybe it was on Saturday night. And then we had the oil fields on fire. Some companies already pulled out. All right, so yeah, that's where we are with that. Bitcoin has entered the DCA zone. It's been, oh my god, we've been there for a long time, man. We haven't just entered. We've been there. We've been there. Come on. Of course, you've been following the rainbow chart like we do every single night here on my channel. We've been stuck in Bitcoin's dead territory now since the beginning of the year. So Bitcoin is dead, sir. It is dead. All right. What else we got? Let's get back over to doom scrolling. Doomberg.
In their buildings, and there's people who have had to sleep in the shelters, in public shelters, in
yes, affordability,
train terminals, and so on.
Doom.
But on the other hand, there's also people are also keeping good cheer. There's even jokes. People have put together an app called Can I Shower, which is supposed to tell you if it's safe to get into the shower when judging on when the last strikes were in your area and so on, or another app where it tells you how much time you've spent in safe rooms, depending on which city you're in.
Damn. All right, so yeah, affordability, of course, lingering in the United States. Stagflation continues. Oh no. You won't hear from the Fed, though. You won't hear from the Fed, though. Let's take a look at CNBC. They're about ready to go on break, it looks like, on Doomberg. More oil. Who would have thunk? More oil. 69,200 is still on Bitcoin. Any other movers? Any other coins coming up? It looks like Ethereum's already up 5% as well. 4.5. Damn. Ripping here over 2,000 this morning. We got Z back to 202. Jasmine's still coming up. Wow. 205 to almost 206. About ready to break out on Jasmine. What else is happening? That's about it, man. That's about it. Everything else seems to be either sideways. Our trade in the Gwei played out last week. If you guys didn't get into this, that was so much fun. We ran this bitch up. If you're part of the Patreon, guys, you could have gotten this entire epic move to the upside. About 70%. That was when I got out, right around here. 70%. Some of us, of course, got 100% on this move or more. Guys, don't forget to, of course, join the Patreon. It's only $15 a month. Only $15 a month to join the Chaos Crew and, of course, get into some of these crazy trades that Dylan has for us. Dylan's going to the surgery today, guys, so wish him luck over there. Of course, Dylan's Dimes is how we're making all of these games over there. Again, chilling the Patreon just a little bit more, having too much fun over there. And then we are also going live tonight after our stream, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be, of course, live on the Patreon for another alpha dropping segment. All right, let's see. Overall market right now. How are we doing? Still holding about 2% on the day. Yeah, it's not bad. A sea of green today. Bag holders in this morning says, the more I buy, the lower my average. Yet I can never get in the green. Why do you keep doing this to yourself, Nebs? I've been trying to get Nebs to trade spot, man. Just get in there. Just throw a few hundred, a few thousand in on some of these plays and get out. Make a few $100 and get out. You don't have to make like life-changing gains every single transaction. You just got to make your money and get the hell out. Make some money in this mini bear, right? God, Zama's falling like a rock, says Nebs this morning. Really? I don't think so. Maybe it just feels that way for you. Oh, it is 5% down. Damn. I mean, it's still below our average buy-in though. 19.05. Not too much though. Not too much on these lows back here. We were getting in at 0.08, 1 cent 8, whatever. Could come back down the trend line though, so it's just still in the trend. Hasn't broken out yet, so I'm not worried about it. Of course, that's what we're looking at over there. Just a little taste of what we're doing on the Patreon. 69K. All right. Oh jeez. What did you get in, Nebs? What did you get in? I don't know. Maybe you haven't. Again, you've been playing spot, man. You haven't been buying on the way back down. I don't know how to help you, Nebs. I've tried so many times. We just can't convince you to get off leverage, man. All right. Let's continue. So they're still talking about energy over there on CNBC, and Fox is still broken, right? Yep. Fox still broken here on the channel. If you guys want to watch all the news outlets for free, don't pay for what you get for free. If it's free, it's for me. That's what I always say. Yes.
What are you, stupid?
Yes. Newsliveofcourse.com will bring all that to you for free. Let's take a look and see what else. More run of Doomberg. They're on break. Oh no, we got a news flash.
With this Bloomberg business flash, oil remains in the driver's seat for all sorts of assets.
No one's mentioned Bitcoin
backing up
either.
across the Persian Gulf, storage filling up on land and sea, and producers including Saudi Arabia, they have to trim their output at this point because
there we go. There's a mention.
Put it if you can't ship it. Earlier today, some relief on the idea that we'd get a release of strategic stockpiles from some of the G7 nations, but now France, this is like just in the past few minutes, says G7 not there yet on releasing oil stockpiles. Right now, the S&P 500, 89.
You didn't call it out, though. Come on.
1.3%, 66.52 on the index. The Dow Jones Industrial average 732 points lower. That's down 1.5%. And the NASDAQ 100 down 250 points. That is a decline of 1%. And let me just give you Brent up 11%, 103.08 a barrel, and then American crude WTI up 10%,
Say
right
it.
at
64
cents a barrel. Talkspace shares up 7.8%. Universal Health Services said it plans to buy the behavioral health
every day.
platform.
Every day we are actually showing any sort of light, and they never mention it. Only when we're down. All right, Doomberg, screw you. Let's go back over to crypto news and see what else we can dig up. Let's go into Bitcoin.com news. I've been very unhappy with this website lately. It used to be one of my favorite go-tos. Now I just ignore it. Friggin' day ago. All their news is 2 to 3 days old. Ridiculous. You guys are, a shell of your former self. Let's get back into the Daily Hodl. They usually have something for me in the morning. Bank teller accused of using lenders' vaults to launder money. Okay. Crypto analyst says historically accurate model shows worst of Bitcoin correction is now over. Of course, everyone's calling the bottom is in. The bottom is in. Buy while you can. The bottom is in. That's what we're hearing all morning. Widely followed crypto analyst says that the most severe part of the Bitcoin's correction is now over. Dave the Wave. It's been a while since we heard from Dave the Wave. 158,000 followers on X and told his Bitcoin has entered the buy zone of his logarithmic growth curve, LGC. A range of Bitcoin will likely chop around until a bullish reversal based on historical precedents. The LGC is a model that aims to forecast Bitcoin's market cycle highs and lows while filtering out short-term volatility. As we can see in the chart, there is a good reason why we think the worst of this correction is behind us. That said, this does not mean that there should be, of course, not a lengthier or prices will not go lower. But those lower prices are likely to stay within the buy zone and remain tolerable according to the LGC model. It has performed well since 2018, and as well as a technical 2-level Fibonacci retracement level of the circuit cyclical move up. And there you go. There you go. So when I saw this over the weekend, I thought it was going to produce a bear flag, but it didn't. It did the completely opposite. Of course, we faked everyone out this morning. It's actually impressive. All right. The analyst chart has also suggested another leg down. Bitcoin will likely find support at the Fibonacci level around 56,500. Again, if we do even sit there, we'll be there for like at most an hour and a half. At most. I'm betting on like 15 to 30 minutes. 15 to 30 minutes. We quick go down there, sweeping the MRR back up. Some people are calling for like weeks there, and I'm like, no, man, no. We already saw a reversal happen. I don't know if you guys are sleeping under a rock, but I've been showing, of course, you guys hear what's been going on with the order books. Everything above us has been completely wiped out. There's more below us than there is above us. Usually that's a bullish signal that we're, of course, finding the bottom. We're building the bottom. We've already had more than 2 weeks sideways chop. We've had 4 now. This will be the 4th week, I believe, of sideways chop, sideways in our parallel channel. We only need 2 weeks to find a new bottom. And we've had more than that. We've had plenty. We've already wrecked everything on the way up. So, yeah, I just don't see it. I just don't see it. Unless, again, someone drops a nuke. I don't think we're going anywhere soon. All right, let's get back to it. Anything else in Daily Hodl? Healthcare firm. We're going back into the 7th now. Citibank. Okay. One more news outlet, guys. One more news outlet. I might have to go back to doom scrolling, but I didn't find nothing on doom scrolling with crypto Twitter this morning. Let's see. Cryptonews.net. Maybe there's something here. Another important milestone for the cryptocurrency, of course, the 20 millionth Bitcoin successfully minted. Of course, that just happened last hour. U.S. banking lobby weighs lawsuit against OCC over crypto fintech national trust charters. The dead internet theory is getting a rebrand. Okay, meet Web 4.0. 4.0. Damn, we're just getting 3.0 off the rails. What are we doing with 4.0? Half a decade ago, the dead internet conspiracy was born, and while the theory's proposed timeline is likely off, the concept is quite simple, and becoming more and more viable. It goes straight into something like this. We're talking about AI and Web 4 or something. For quite some time, without people ever realizing it, the majority of the internet created on the internet has been created by artificial intelligence. This includes the majority of interactions like retweets and subscriptions, of course. The internet is dead theory, right? Of course, like many other conspiracy theories, it's difficult to prove either way, but there is a glimmer of truth. For example, in 2024, it was reported by Sheg, S-H-E-Q, that at times up to 75% of the video views on X were like bot networks and AI agents, while other social networks clocked over lower numbers, usually somewhere between 20 to 40%. These numbers are alarmingly high, suggesting that we are nearing the inflection point. The internet is dead. It is dead, sir. The rebrand begins, and you should be happy about it. Now AI peddlers, crypto entrepreneurs, and Twitch AI creator agencies are suggesting that while the much of the internet may be getting consumed by botnets and AI agents, you should be happy about it and utilize them. What does this have to do with crypto, man? I don't think there's anything here. Okay, so yeah, it looks like Of course, Web3 is an introduction of cryptocurrencies, NFTs, and now 4.0. What is 4.0? Quite simply, 4.0 removes the human from almost everything entirely of the internet experience, from creating context, interacting with it, and other to purchasing and selling goods. This probably sounds like a nightmare fuel to many, but many of the wealthy VCs, venture capitalists, and AI entrepreneurs, it's the next gold rush. Instead, you'll be finding your information on your own, interacting with people you like, or creating content for other people. Everything is being offloaded to AI agents on a particular appeal to brokers. I'm not sure why the hell my phone is just like started listening in. I don't like that. Alright, yeah, executives is the idea no longer, any human trades for themselves. Okay. All in on Web 4 or whatever. Alright, I'm over it. What a useless article. Came out 20 minutes ago, like all this other trash. There's nothing new happening right now, guys. Nothing new. It's on fire over there in the Middle East. And Bitcoin doesn't give a shit. There's 21 million Bitcoins, of course, guys. That's all that matters. You guys, when Lambo soon coming with a $10 super chat this morning, and it's
Give me money. Money me.
Boom.
Money now. Me a money needing a lot now.
How you doing, Andy? How you doing, Andy? We haven't seen you in a while, man. How you doing? I'm assuming you're traveling. How's it going? Backstabber times 5. Backstabber times 5 in the chat. Yeah, Bitcoin having a pretty good recovery day so far. A little higher though, a little higher, just a little bit. Just get back to 70K. See if we have some legs to get back there this morning. It is False Move Monday though, so don't expect the moon. But yeah, if you guys haven't already, of course, joined the Patreon. I've already shilled it twice. But Andy, of course, likes when I do talk about it. Guys, don't forget to, of course, join the Patreon. It's only $15 a month. Hang out with, of course, the Crypto Chaos crew and make some gains. Guys, if you have been missing out, you guys have been missing out if you're not over there. We've already made 70% on Seeker. We made 100% on Aztec. We made 70%. Some people made 110%, believe it or not, on Gwei. Why are you Gwei? And then 60% or more on Robo. All within the past 2 weeks, guys. Don't, of course, yeah, forget to hang out with the Chaos crew. And we're looking at other ones on the way back up. Right now, we have a list of a plethora of coins right now that we're looking at entries on and we're already gotten into. Yeah, don't forget to join us over there and ask us about good, positive entries for some of these picks. All right. And between Dylan's dimes and Gamma's gems, yeah, we'll definitely hook you up. All right. What else we got? We also got Jake the Snake back. Yes, let's go. Good morning, Jake. Good morning.
Oh, hail the king of Ohio, Jake the Snake.
How you doing this morning, Jake? How you doing? I was wondering where you were. 70K, then 55. I just got done telling the world that we'll go down to 58, 56, and then we'll be down there for like, I don't know, 15, 30 minutes, and then it'll be all gone. It'll be all gone. You'll forget all about it if we even see it. Because psychology, of course, the market tells us we will never see it because everyone's talking about it. We also got Jake the Snake says, Otaku, when dump? Not today, apparently not today. If we do dump today, it's probably going to happen somewhere between 12:30 and 2 o'clock. But as of right now, we're just pamping, man, pamping. If we do not dump by the afternoon and the market closes, we're probably going to see a dump early market for the foreign market for Tuesday. That'll happen around roughly at the earliest 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or the latest midnight tonight. If they do of course their yin yang trade. Usually, of course, what I mean by the yin yang trade, well, it's usually like this. Usually the yin yang trade. Usually we of course come back up and get a reversal. And then a day like today, if we're actually looking at this in the shorter time frames, it will be the opposite. All right, it will be the opposite. It'll be something like this later, right? Like that. Yeah, I guess that's not a great illustration, but you guys get the idea. That's what I coined the yin yang trade. But it hasn't played out in a while because the market has just been kind of in a hissy fit. And with the manipulation we had, of course, on 10 a.m. with Jane Street the past 6 months. Yeah, maybe 4 or 5 months realistically. Close to 6 months though. Maybe of course that's kind of stopped too. Maybe we'll get back to it soon. Otaku finally admits it. What am I admitting to? Bitcoin needs to eat its fiber. What the hell? Braveheart Me Freedom says, good morning, Chaos. Good morning, Braveheart. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to the dark side, says Jake the Snake. We have cookies. Yes, we do. We have plenty of that. And the hippo house dump is not happening this morning. Sorry, guys. Sorry. No hippo house dump this morning. All right. 69,150 on Bitcoin. All right, guys. I think we're getting close to the end of the show. There's hardly anything else to talk about. Middle East is on fire, and Bitcoin doesn't care. Stock market still kind of down. How's the SP 500 looking? Ooh, it's still going down. Damn. Yeah. Already lost the trend, and it lost support. Ooh. Right now sitting on the next level of support. Barely. Just barely holding that. That was my target from last week. Sitting around 66. Almost 666. It is at 666. Let's go. 666 on S&P 500. Take a picture to last longer. Holy crap. Yeah, so that's of course the S&P 500 this morning. Not looking great. Not looking great. Looks like it wants to take a dump or ruining. A little bit of a reversal happening right now. Let's see. Anything else going on here? Not really. Not really. How's gold doing? How's silver? Silver's up a little bit. It's about 13 bucks. There's gold. I'm sorry, gold's up 13 bucks. Silver up 13 bucks would be actually pretty impressive. Yeah, silver's still ranging. Yeah, silver's still ranging. Still got these purples on here. If it does lose this area, it's going to come down and, of course, retest $75,000 on silver. More than likely. 75. It is looking like it's getting kind of tight up there, though. All right, and then gold down $13. Ooh, that looks like it's gonna roll on over. Roll on over. You would think that we'd see the opposite right now with liquid gold. Liquid gold, of course, having a heyday. But okay, I guess everyone's just gonna roll into liquid gold. They're probably rotating out of gold and silver right now into liquid gold and Bitcoin. That's what it looks like. All right, guys. Before I crash my freaking trading view, there we go. All right, let's get back to it. What else is happening with Doomberg?
The Middle East.
Only on Bloomberg.
Technology is embedded in every
break. CNBC. Hang sang. All right, cool. All right, I'm over it, guys. I think that's it. I think that's all I got. I think we've exhausted pretty much all the news. I could do one more doom scrolling through X, crypto, Twitter, of course. I shared this with you guys on the Patreon. I do want to share this, though, if I can dig into my Patreon. Because I didn't reshare it on Twitter when I found it. It's just silly shit. It's nothing huge or important. But it was funny. Because I do like to talk about the dystopian future. And which one are we likely to go into? Right now, guys, we are stuck in the middle. We are stuck in the middle of Idiocracy, the Terminator, and the Matrix. So yeah, we are here. I love this. Oh god, this is also part of my love-hate relationship with Elon. He posted this over the weekend. I had to repost it. Obviously, he stole it from someone else because his brain doesn't work like that. Okay, all right. Let's continue on. Anything else in the doom scrolling sector? Simply Bitcoin. Something historic just happened. Yes, everyone's talking about we just, of course, mined the 20 millionth Bitcoin, and the last million is going to take, of course, 140 years to mine. U.S. Treasury reports Congress that using Bitcoin and crypto privacy mixers are not unlawful. That's a way to put it. Lawful users of digital assets may leverage mixers to enable financial privacy when transacting through public blockchains. Big win for privacy with Bitcoin. All right. Yeah, if you want to, just kind of deeply dive and hide your transactions, I guess you can. What else we got? Supply surpasses 20 million. This is everyone, of course, is blowing this up on Twitter. Walmart offering OnePay for crypto trading. You can, of course, buy your groceries and everything else with OnePay. So, of course, technically you can buy your food and your groceries, your conventional purchases with Bitcoin. We've been talking about this now for months. This is old. This is really old. Sailor's really going to get 1 million coins at this rate. That's what I'm saying. Samson, that's exactly what I'm saying. It shouldn't happen. It shouldn't be able to happen, but the longer we stay down here, it's going to happen. We were thinking he was never going to be able to actually surpass that million amount, that million total. He actually might get it, though, at this rate. Surgically removing. I've seen all this stuff before. This is old. That's pretty cool. Chinese drone the size of a mosquito designed to convert covert surveillance and reconnaissance recon missions. Inspired by the insect flight, the drone uses ultralight materials, movable wings, and microelectronics to mimic the appearance and movement of real insects. Again, sci-fi is here now. It is here now. I remember seeing the same sort of thing from what was it, the Richie Rich movie it's a Richie Rich movie in the 90s. Back in the 90s. Clarity Act delay could hurt U.S. banks. Clarity Act. Banks risk falling behind in the financial innovation. Former chairman of the U.S. Commodity Futures Trading Commission, Chris Giancarlo, says global competitors are moving faster. The stalled Clarity Act has created regulatory uncertainty. Are they going to have a meeting this week? That's my question. It's a banking committee. Let's see if we got a meeting coming up this week. We haven't had one last week. We've been doing every other week, so should have one this Tuesday. Senate Bank Committee was scheduled to discuss the Clarity Act, which aims to establish framework for digital assets, but the hearing was postponed indefinitely. Oh, not great, not great. How are we doing with the odds on that right now? Still at 70% before the end of the year. Still, damn, sideways. Probably indefinitely.
What are you, stupid?
As we get closer, banks remain cautious about deploying capital into crypto infrastructure. General counsels are warning boards about legal risk. All right. Right now, it looks like the crypto exchanges are just capitulating into becoming banks now because screw all of this noise. According to, of course, Kraken and Crypto.com of getting approval last few weeks. Jason Smith, it's getting very close to the time where everyone's living in a world to buy a robot and take care of their home. Yeah. That looks fake though for some reason. That looks fake to me. Okay, look at what Vlad is wearing. Vlad Taniv. Is that Vlad Taniv? That's not Vlad Taniv. I don't know who these people are. Okay, I don't know. Are we talking about crypto? Oh yeah, Satoshi. Yeah. Most of these people don't even know what they're wearing though. He might. I didn't hear his comments yet, but last time we interviewed someone wearing Satoshi branded clothing, he's just like, "Oh, this is in right now." My my marketing agent, he gave this to me to wear. I'm like, okay. he wants to pump his bags, I guess. Fed Governor Michael Barr says that stablecoins could be backed by Bitcoin under the recently passed Genius Act. Oh wow, that would be different. When oil hits $120, but you drive an EV. Yeah, I don't know how stablecoins be backed by Bitcoin because Bitcoin's not stable. I don't know. Realizing there's an entire world outside of X, and they don't even think about the markets of crypto. Yeah, when I go into the normie world, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to socialize with the normal population. Huge. President Donald Trump announces a major gold deal with Venezuela. This one, I guess, just came out today. I'm not sure if this happened this morning. They're still talking about ceasefire. This happened at 10 a.m. today.
Been working closely with the new president of Venezuela, Delcy Rodriguez, who's doing a great job.
10 a.m. Eastern.
Working with us.
Eastern.
I mean, she's doing a great job because she's working with us. If she wasn't working with us, I would not say she's doing a great job. In fact, if she wasn't working with us, I'd say she's doing a very poor job. Unacceptable. No, but she's doing a great job, Marco, right? And gets along great with Marco. And we're taking out tremendous amounts of oil. They're making more money now than they've ever made. We have the big oil companies in. They are making more money. We're getting some. They're getting a lot. They're making more money now than they've ever made in the history of their country. Can you imagine? And it's being spent properly, and they're watching it closely. And I'm pleased to say that this week we have formally recognized the Venezuelan government. We've actually legally recognized them. We have also just reached a historic gold deal. It's called the gold deal with Venezuela to allow our two countries to work together to facilitate the sale of Venezuelan gold and other minerals. They have great amounts of gold.
Yeah, they had a scheduled meeting this week. We've been talking about that for months, since, of course, Venezuela was taken over back in January. That they were, of course, having investors meeting this week and next week. Then Maduro the following week is going to be on trial. So that's all happening this month.
Good land. Tell you, it's very good land. But they weren't able to take advantage. The system didn't allow them to take advantage of the value of their land. As we achieve a historic transformation in Venezuela, we're also looking forward to the great change that will soon be coming to Cuba. Cuba's at the end of the line. They're very much at the end of the line. They have no money. They have no oil. They have a bad philosophy. They have a bad regime that's been bad for a long time.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it looks like, John Doe in the chat says this happened over the weekend. Okay, I didn't see it yet, but I guess it happened Sunday morning, so 10 a.m., probably Saturday. You don't do anything on the Lord's Day. not with a Republican White House. All right. Yeah, what else we got? Yeah, casually dropping 1 billion to Bitcoin. Let's go. Good morning, guys. I've heard this forever.
Get the fuck out of bed, bitch. Go.
Oh, yeah, feeling it. I got bed, bitch. I got to work. Shit. My alarm's going off, too. Usually I'll be running right now, but it's still effing cold. Yeah, it's manic. Man, the weather out here right now is manic, guys. It's insane. It's South Chicago right now. We are getting snow this week. I believe we're going to see a high of 70 in the next couple days for thunderstorms. And then by the end of the week, we're going to have snow again. Yeah. Yes, man. So I'm not going to leave the house for another week. Yeah, that sounds like that's on my agenda. But anyway, yes, Easy in the chat says, why got so high? Why got so high? Guys, of course, it's all just a marouge. So it's just backed on bullshit paper. It's all backed on bullshit paper. All right. Anything else happening? It seems like we're exhausting everything. One more run through TradFi, and then I'm gonna go.
Areas
probably,
where
guys.
there's a decent amount of supply. It just really depends because real estate is so local.
It's not great, man. Right now, people cannot sell their home. Number one Googled thing right now is can't sell home. Scary. New of course highs on that as well. What is that? The highest we've ever seen. Even higher than 2008. If you guys haven't seen that chart, it's absolutely terrifying. I'm just going to Google Trends and show you. I'm sure it hasn't come down. Let's find out if it did. Can't sell home. Can't sell home. Why can't I sell home? Why can't I sell home? So the last 2004 to present. Yeah, 2004 to present. That's fun. That's cool. Let's see. Past 5 years. Boom. Can't sell home. Yeah, scary stuff. I can scroll out. Come on. I can't even show the damn thing on my full screen. There we go. Can't sell home. Jeez. The Dixie right now sitting at 99.2, coming down a little bit, not enough. Let's take a look at the overall market before we head out. 69.3, 69.4. Bitcoin breaking out. Holy crap! Possibly. We got to get a little higher though. We got to get a little higher. At least come back up to 70,000. Come on. 69.5 on that last move on that candle there. Fear and greed right now still. Ooh, even more extreme fear for the traditional markets. Let's go. This is probably going to snap back and hit crypto in the face in the next 24 to 48 hours. That does not come back down, come back up. Let's take a look and see what's going on with, crypto fear and greed as well. Are we still at 8 as we were this morning? Still sitting at 8 in extreme fear. Extreme fear for crypto. And then we've got, the overall market. How are we doing before we head out? Still holding 2.2% on the day. That's crazy. 2.2%. With all this happening in this economy, this capital is definitely rotating a little bit into crypto. All right, guys. I think that's it. I think that's all I got. Then why is gas so high? And John Doe in the chat says this was over the weekend. Okay, I got that. Of course, that was that clip from that Trump. Yep, that Trump clip. All right, guys, I think that's all I got. I think we exhausted pretty much everything going on right now in TradFi and crypto. It's False Move Monday, so don't expect the moon. We can still go back down and retest possibly 68K, 67.5, 67.6, maybe even 666 again before you know it. That we did have a lot of price action around 666, so I'm not counting that one out just quite yet. All right, guys, that's all I got today. We'll be back, of course, at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm trying to get some stuff done today. Trying to work on maybe my intro. I've been trying to get that damn thing done. Been working on that for months. Probably avoid my taxes again. All right, guys, have a great day. Have a great day, and I'll see you all again soon. So soon, you won't even know I'm gone.
When will then be now? Soon.
Fly me to the moon, let me trade among the stars. Let me see what freedom's like without money and no funds. In other words, hold my key. Oh! In other words, let's make history.
I can't. And thou shalt, and then the Lord said, in the 20th million Bitcoin as it been minted, that there shall be much rejoicing, with the chimpanzees and breakfast cereals and orangutans and. Have a great day, guys. Have a great day. Hodl on. Stay safe. Don't do anything stupid, right? Don't do anything stupid before the bull run. Get yourself some Bitcoin. Get off zero if you don't have any. I'm serious. You don't want to, of course, go in on this alone with none in the future of only 21 million to be mined in the next 100 years. The last million will, of course, come out. All right. Get some before it's all gone, guys. Have a good day. Have a good day. And too much winning. Too much winning. John Doe's got something before we leave. Let's see. What do you got, John? What do you got?
He would walk through the door, drop his bags.
Oh, no.
Daddy's
not
home,
this again. No.
Take his phone Friday night. Shabbat
What the
shalom,
hell? Shabbat shalom. Daddy's home. Oh, God. You can't have anything. You can't have anything nice. All right. Stay safe, guys. Stay safe. Later. Later. Oh, God.
Watch the cash burn, land fade. A new world rises, we've made the trade. The robots are rising, eyes taking the crown. But we're the ones that will back down.
Bet.